It's trying. YouTube is efforting. We are live. Welcome to the That's Good Broncos podcast. I'm Brendan Perna here with Will Keys, and we have some breaking news. Some positive Denver Broncos news, which is sparse.
Rare.
It's like throwing darts at a dartboard. They'll beat the Cowboys and then they'll lose to the Eagles, but they have signed fan favorite Tim Patrick to a 3-year contract extension worth $30 million up to $34.5 million, as reported by literally everyone.
Everybody.
Every single one of them reported it. So let me bring up the Twitter's screen. Oh, there it is. Wait, is that the right one? We're about to find out. Nope, that's the wrong one. Damn it. Was almost perfect. Let me bring up the Twitter again. Remove. This is why I shouldn't be doing this.
If anybody's wondering why I keep looking over, the dog that I'm dog sitting keeps trying to eat coal out of the fireplace.
Don't want that.
If you have any vets on the stream, please tell me whether or not dogs are supposed to eat coal.
Dogs can eat coal, as confirmed by me, Brandon Perna, team physician.
Yep.
I don't know who Quinn Parsons is, but retain Tim Patrick Denver for life, bitch.
Good timing, Quinn.
Very eloquently put, Quinn. Retain Tim Patrick Denver for life, bitch. Well, 3 years. Not necessarily life. Tim Patrick getting love from Chad Johnson. But as you can see, these are the details of the contract on here. So just scrolling down. Will, I like this signing. We needed it. Broncos' next move, I think, is fire all the coaches, sign 2 of the best quarterbacks on earth, and Tim Patrick will really shine.
Yeah, here's the great thing about the Tim Patrick signing. So I was looking at Spot Track, like the contract website, and the Broncos got him for $10 million a year. And Spot Track calculated his value at $12 million a year.
Wow.
So they got him under market value, under probably what he would have gotten in free agency by a few million, I think. I think 12 million might have been low even. But the great part is it leaves a little bit of cap room for Courtland Sutton. So I think there's a very strong possibility.
Or Devontae Adams.
Or Devontae Adams. That's also true. Yeah. There's a good possibility that you could see the same caliber of wide receiver talent next year as there was this year to start the season. Of course, in that case, you get a healthy Jerry Jeudy and hopefully a healthy KJ Hamler as well. So, yeah, I mean, I love this signing. So we started working on this script about how to fix the Broncos, and I kind of immediately assumed that the Broncos were going to choose between Tim Patrick and Courtland Sutton. And my instinct was to think that they would probably pick Sutton just because he's younger, he has the higher upside, he's a little more explosive, although he is, maybe more prone to injury, although you could argue that's the same with Patrick too, going back to college. But I think they showed that they don't necessarily need to pick. You don't have to pay Jeudy yet.
Yep.
You don't have to pay Hamler. You still have Fant for a year and then the 5th-year option. So you might as well. And I haven't seen the details, but you can probably get out of this contract if you want after 2 years. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but at that point he'll be 30 years old. It's a great deal that brings back one of their most productive players over the last 2 years and still allows them to remain flexible, which is kind of rare. So there's nothing bad you can say about this deal.
No, I think everybody's excited about this. I mean, on Twitter, people have been clamoring to extend Tim Patrick. Why haven't the Broncos extended Tim Patrick? Well, George Paton in the bye week hasn't fired anybody. But damn it, he brought back one of the best, most reliable ball catchers on the team. Tim Patrick is as solid a number 2 receiver as a number 2 receiver really can be. I'm trying to think like who's a good like pro comp for Tim Patrick?
That's a good question.
Because like I think his production would be not double, but like take half of his production, add that to his total, and I feel like that's the numbers he would have on an offense that is good. So put him with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like last season, he probably has like 950 yards, 8 touchdowns. This year, he'd be on pace to go well over 1,000. Like, you know what I mean? Like teams that throw the ball effectively, he would be putting up much better numbers. And I'm trying to think of some, because to me, he's kind of like he plays, at least the way his production sort of shows, like a hybrid tight end receiver to me. He's more athletic than a tight end, but that's kind of just how much he gets targeted and is utilized, in my opinion. But
yeah, and he comes through in the red zone like a tight end too.
That's pretty good. Mohamed Sanu.
Mohamed Sanu. Yeah, I like that. I wish Tim Patrick could throw the ball like Mohamed Sanu. Might just play quarterback. But no, I'm just thinking about how many times they've run that route where they send Patrick in motion into the backfield, then he runs out to the flat, gets the ball inside the 5-yard line and scores.
Yeah.
Brandon Marshall's not bad.
No, Brandon Marshall was a freak athlete.
Better.
Like,
yeah.
Just go watch Brandon Marshall highlights and you'll be like, that's one of the best receivers I've ever seen.
I still haven't seen anyone better after the catch
than Marshall.
Marshall was just impossible to tackle for like 3 years there.
He was so good.
Just so hard to tackle.
Just insane. No, I wish Mike Evans, because I think Mike Evans also up there, like in terms of really, really good wide receivers. He gave Johnny Manziel an entire short career. That's how good Mike Evans is. Mike Evans made Jameis Winston look like he could throw for 5,000 yards for the Saints. Mike Evans made Fitzmagic look magical. Like Mike Evans is real good. Maybe kind of like Hopkins. Same ability to catch.
I think we might be overvaluing Tim Patrick a little bit.
No. I think Hopkins is more athletic, able to create more space, do more things as a receiver. But I'd put Tim Patrick's hands next to anyone. And then I would just take a photo of his hands and go, look at how big Tim Patrick is.
He could be a hand model.
Yeah.
It's our third Seinfeld reference in as many days.
Yes. So, I mean, here's the thing. It's nice to get excited about this. Doesn't really change the Broncos' fortunes right now because they have had Tim Patrick all year. Good ball catcher. Almost never drops passes. Here we go. This is what we want to see. This is what Broncos fans want to see. Tim Patrick signed. This is Cameron, my friend Cameron Parker. Trade for Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. Boom. Everything fixed. Look at Russell Wilson in the old Broncos logo.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah. We were talking. I asked people this on Grossi Perna this morning. Would Broncos fans rather have Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers? Grossi thought it would be a landslide Rodgers, but it was pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, you think about how long each of them is going to play. Kind of makes a difference. Oh, Russell Wilson's like 33 already.
Is he?
Which is kind of crazy to me. I think. Please, no one fact check that.
I'm trying to. There was like everybody was tweeting out this Tim Patrick. Oh yeah, let's see him do the TO. Everyone was tweeting out like the Tim Patrick Pro Football Focus stat yesterday or the day before, and now I can't friggin' find it. It's probably on my profile, but. What was I going to say? Oh, Rodgers and Wilson. Neither one are coming cheap, okay? Those are two guys who are going to max out their money every time. And this last week, Russell Wilson said he wants to own an NFL team after he retires, which means if he does leave Seattle, which these are based on rumors from last offseason that nobody is ever truly able to substantiate except for one weird meeting that happened in North Dakota somewhere between GMs. But if Wilson wants to own an NFL team, I'm scared he's going to ask his next contract to be at least $1 billion because he's not close yet. So,
yeah, he's going to need a lot of money. Although, there are rumors, and then you watch how Seattle's played this year, and you start to think, why would he want to stay?
yeah, no, the worse they play, the better it is for us.
Yeah, the more realistic it feels that he could go. Rodgers, on the other hand, not just rumors. There were very much substantiated reports that he wanted to go. And look how the Packers have played this year. And you kind of ask the opposite question, why would he want to go? I don't think both of them are going to be available.
No, I mean, look, the Packers defense has been so good this year. They're playing well despite injuries. Oh, here we go. Yeah, why would Rodgers want to leave? Boom. Tim Patrick, highest receiving grade versus man coverage. Ooh, 90.2. And what do we love about Pro Football Focus?
They're always right.
They're always right when they give our guy a high grade. But when
they
wrong,
trash one of our guys,
they're the worst.
They're hacks.
Sometimes it's like, what game are you watching, Pro Football Focus grader? But I'll agree with this Tim Patrick one. Like a guy that just can win in man coverage, you just need a QB who trusts that receiver. You know what I mean? And it's probably the same like Cortland Sutton. You got to trust him. And I think like a guy like Rodgers is maybe a little bit better at that than even Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's going to take a lot of deep shots, but Rodgers, the savvy vets, they love man coverage when they know they have the better receiver. They love it.
Yeah, I mean, you get man coverage, like you get single coverage. Rodgers sees Devontae Adams. It's like, okay, I know where I'm going to the ball. They know where he's going to the ball. They just can't stop it. I think we were talking about after the Eagles game how they need to take more 50-50 shots to Sutton and to Patrick.
Yeah.
And maybe to Noah Fant too, but they just need to – and when I say they, I mean, the coaches need to tell them to do this, and then Teddy Bridgewater needs to do it. But they just need to take more shots, and they're kind of wasting the talent they have, even without KJ Hamler at wide receiver this year, by not being aggressive and not taking calculated risks. If you sign a guy like Tim Patrick, you need to show him, I think, for the rest of the season that this is how we're going to use you, and we're going to get you the ball, and we're going to let you take advantage of your size and your hands and your kind of ability to win at the point of attack, which he does so well. And I think Drew Lock, say what you will, and this isn't like an endorsement of Lock over Bridgewater, but he definitely put those big outside receivers in a position to win more than Bridgewater does.
Like two of his first touchdowns or two of his most impressive touchdowns were to Cortland Sutton, and it was mostly Cortland Sutton just making a really good catch, like a decently thrown ball, but both were more Sutton making a great play than like Drew Lock doing something crazy, incredible, like arm talent or whatever.
I mean, you think about so you had Brandon Allen come in last year or 2 years ago, 2019. Brandon Allen, and it's like, okay, what does he do? All right, I'm just going to take a contested shot to Cortland Sutton and hope for the best. Worked out against the Browns. Drew Lock, what's he going to do? Okay, first game against the Chargers, I'm just going to float a ball to Cortland Sutton and see if something good happens. Yeah, it does. So it makes you feel good about if the Broncos bring in a rookie quarterback next year and you've got a guy like Jerry Jeudy, he's going to create separation, like no matter what. And then you got the two guys who, like, if all else fails, I can throw a jump ball to Cortland Sutton, or I can throw a contested ball to Tim Patrick. Either way, I feel pretty good about my chances there.
Yeah, I think there's the supporting cast for a rookie on offense is there in theory, assuming you have the right offensive coordinator to develop a rookie quarterback, which is just as important as having those weapons.
I mean, yeah, we saw it last night. If you watched Mac Jones play for the Patriots, he's doing great, but he's doing great in part because he has all the resources around him. And it's not necessarily like you don't need great receivers either. I mean, they've got a pretty good tight end in Hunter Henry, and receivers are adequate, but they make things very, very simple for him.
Yeah.
And he tends to make the right read.
Well-coached team, like top to bottom, and Josh McDaniels is a good offensive coordinator. I hate saying it, but he's just
you're right.
Just a really good offensive coordinator. Like the Patriots, they do the like. I don't know if there's a team that does a better blend of boring football, coming right at you, runs, short passes to open guys, while also sprinkling in trick plays at the right time, and always getting fucking perfect performances from their special teams outside of some missed kicks here and there. You know what I mean? Like their special teams units, you don't see those guys making mistakes. And
like they take the ball away so much.
Yeah.
Like they're not the best defense, although they're playing like the best defense in the NFL right now.
They're getting close again.
They are not the best defense, but they are consistently the best at taking the ball away, especially picking the ball off. Like J.C. Jackson's got to lead the NFL in interceptions over the last 3 years, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he
almost took one back last night.
Yeah, and then Mac Jones came in. Josh Rosen came in the next series and actually threw the pick six.
I mean, could Josh Rosen have been Mac Jones if he was drafted by the Patriots?
Maybe. That's maybe one of the biggest if-else you could ask for.
Yeah.
Who had the better run in Denver, Tebow or Teddy? Definitely Tebow. Tebow's season was magic. Who's the better quarterback? Teddy, and it's not even close. Like we said, Orton, give me Kyle Orton between the 20s and Tim Tebow in the red zone. Do the same thing with Teddy and Tebow, and you would have a really good quarterback.
Yeah, and then you just play Tebow as tight end between the 20s.
Yeah.
I want Tebow Driscoll two tight end setup. It's the new Gronk Hernandez.
Driscoll Tebow.
And they're Florida too. They're
Florida guys. It's perfect. Yeah, the Driscoll getting moved to tight end story is so funny.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
The Texans are a fucking mess.
You know what's not funny, Will, is winning money on DraftKings Sportsbook. That's just damn good. Hilarious that my bank account is, well, basically depends on how good you are at winning sports bets. And honestly, I am probably worse. But football fans, if you're ready for some bets, to score some free bets, now you can do it when you bet on any NFL game this week with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers who bet just $1 on either team to score, you can win $100 in free bets. When a team scores, you score to you. DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also get skin in the game in same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for the bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. DraftKings is safe, secure, reliable, and best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code TNVR. Bet $1 on either team to score and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with promo code TNVR. This week At DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions applies. DraftKings.com/sportsbook. Details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
It's truly a disturbing ad read.
Yeah. Ding da do da be da ba. Okay. So the Broncos don't play this week. They are on a bye. We were just going to talk about Tim Patrick today. I think we covered Tim Patrick. Great signing for the Broncos. They're getting him at a discount, but they still need to fix quarterback and offensive coordinator, which is probably not happening until the offseason.
Probably.
And hopefully, dear God. Because Tim Patrick, you've got the other, I think, underrated player that mostly Broncos fans are in love with, running back Javonte Williams. Two guys underutilized, I think, could mean a lot to the offense if they get more involved. That seems like a simple observation, harder to do in execution, but it doesn't seem like anybody is getting that message across to whoever is QBing the team. But anyway, what else do we do before we get out of here? Anything?
I wanted to talk about, so I kind of had this idea. I've had this idea for a while, but I was thinking about it when I was writing the How to Fix the Broncos script, hopefully out next week. But why not, there's a lot of uncertainty for most people around this quarterback draft class.
Right.
Broncos have roughly 2 billion picks in the top 100, whatever it is. Just take two. Take two quarterbacks. Let
Do
them
it.
battle it out.
Sure.
I heard Pro Football Focus talk about it too, like how that's a pretty good idea because, you take the winner and start him, and the loser you can, if he's
Trade
good
him.
too, you trade him. Yeah.
Trade him. Keep Teddy as your veteran backup. And I think he's solid. If he wants to stay and you can get him at affordable price. Like a rookie with Teddy, I would love that combo. I think Teddy actually would have a lot to offer to a young quarterback. And I think he's the type of guy who is willing to convey that information, unlike some Joe Flacco's out there.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, it hasn't really been done since RG3 and Kirk Cousins back in 2012. And look how it was a great idea that paid off because RG3 was the rookie of the year, took him to the playoffs, got hurt. Kirk Cousins stepped up, and he was, he led them to the playoffs in 2015 too. I thought, he was pretty terrific in Washington.
He's Kirk Cousins.
Just franchise tagged him every year.
Man, why would Aaron Rodgers want to leave Matt LaFleur? That's what I'm starting to wonder. Look at him making fun of Pete Carroll's cell phone challenge flag moment from this last week.
He's got some of the best eyebrows in the NFL.
He's just when you got a good head coach, stick with him.
Yeah, I think the Steelers figured that out pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Troy Rank. With Tim Patrick in the fold on a new deal, Broncos still consider keeping Cortland Sutton a priority, per source. Broncos have plenty of cap space to move on. Plenty of fronts now, so I think you were on the right track there. Will?
I'm going to turn my TV off real quick.
Did a ghost turn that on?
$5.
Are you house sitting a house with ghosts?
Is the house haunted? I don't know. I'll probably figure it out tonight. But no, I had the TV paused, and then at a certain point, the Xfinity unpauses it because it can only store so much footage. Corbin Dragu.
He's being facetious, but wait, all these college quarterbacks suck, right? You can't get a college QB now. Yes. Just like Mac Jones was the fifth best quarterback
Yeah.
situation. Where is Carson Strong projected to go kind of currently? Are
I've
you
seen
the only one
everywhere
who's
from,
super high on him?
no, I've seen everywhere from like first overall to third round. I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, give me that guy then. Fuck.
Yeah, just take him and I don't know, anybody.
Dylan Robertson in our city on Twitter. He's always in the super chats.
Shout out to Dylan.
Oh, did you see the Aqib Talib clip?
No, I saw people tweeting it, but I didn't actually sit down and watch it.
Yeah, he's on that Bleacher Report show where the guy's playing pool and he just gets like another guy to play pool with him and they have like an interesting conversation.
So like
That's not about pool.
For pool.
It's about pool tips. But Talib was talking about the whole Crabtree situation and he gave like the backstory, told the whole story, which was great. But the best part was at the end of the story, because Talib is a big John Elway fan, really respects Elway, loves Elway. And now I think I know why. It's because like at the end of that story, he's like, I lost a game check because of that second fight. He's like, going into that game, like I was over the whole thing. Like I wasn't trying to get at Crabtree, but Crabtree punched Chris Harris Jr. in the stomach. Then he punched me in the stomach. So, we ended up going at it and I saw the chain again. I ripped it. Then we got into a fight. He's like, I regret like the fight happening because it cost me a game check, which was like $500,000. And the guy's like, oh, damn. He's like, they wanted to get 2 game checks, but Elway went to bat for me. He's like, Elway was on the phone with the league office, like chewing him out, going to bat for me. So he saved me a game check. So like him just talking about John Elway saving him money was, I don't know. It was like my favorite part of the whole thing. And I've heard Talib talk very fondly about Elway. And I know like maybe it's just the Denver media tries to like skew Elway in a certain way, but maybe players really did like playing for him. And, after Peyton Manning, things got harder. But interesting thing, if you can find it on Bleacher Report, I recommend you check it out.
I will check it out. He is a delightful guy, that Talib.
Talib is a god.
He put up with us for about half an hour.
Yes, he did. All right, well, I think we covered it, Will. Just want to do a quick update on Tim Patrick. Super happy for Tim. Always like when an underrated guy that your team sort of cultivated gets paid. Was Tim, he didn't play anywhere before Denver, did he?
He got cut 4 times in the span of like 3 months.
Wow. So he's like the Mike Purcell of the offense.
Yeah.
Finally
stuck. And he got hurt like 2 or 3 times at Utah. He had a really tough college career.
Yeah, so all his pro like games that he's played in have been with the Broncos. So nice.
Good job. We seem to be pretty good at cultivating undrafted talent.
Yeah, Chris Harris is one of those guys.
Yeah,
Patrick,
Phil Lindsay,
who's dying in Houston right now.
Yeah, free Phil.
Yeah, whatever. I forget which family member of his was trying to criticize me for saying I didn't think going to Houston was a good idea for Phil.
Yeah, now you really have egg on your face.
Was it a good idea?
I don't know. Let's look at the 2.5 yards per carry average he has right now.
Nobody likes being in Houston right now. Guarantee it. All right. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. Appreciate you jumping in here, Will. Hope you have a good weekend. Yes.
You too.
Will broke the news to me, and I was like, you want a pod? He's like, sure. I'm sitting in front of expensive art, but let's do it.
I don't know how expensive it is, to be honest.
$3 million.
I'd say it costs as much as Tim Patrick's contract, at least.
Yes. I tried to sell some of my child's artwork on Twitter.
How'd that go?
Original artwork by a 13-month-old or 14-month-old baby. I asked for $1.7 million.
Any bidders?
Everybody's like, turn it into an NFT. Turn it into an NFT. No, this is real art.
This goes on your wall, not on your profile picture.
It will never be recreated.
Those guys are annoying. The NFT profile picture people.
Yeah, but I do want to make some of that pyramid scheme money.
Yeah, no question. You just want to be on the right, end of the pyramid.
I want to draw some stuff in Photoshop and sell it for $50,000 for no reason.
If you can guarantee we'll be at the tip of the pyramid, I'm all game.
Yeah, we just got to start our own NFT. I'm just gonna do NFTs, digital NFTs of Will's face. We'll call it NF keys. Oh, boy, we're getting so rich. We're getting so rich.
Oh man.
What is Cole? Who's Cole?
Cole Turner.
Oh, for the dog. The Cole, is that the dog? Cole is the future? I don't know. It's been a short podcast that's covered a lot of topics.
Yeah. I was thinking Cole COAL, but
Yeah, no, they're saying Cole as the name. Is he a quarterback, Cole Turner?
No, he's the tight end at Nevada. He's also going to be drafted.
Oh, so get Carson and Cole, the double C's.
Yeah.
And then
wide receiver, Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, just get all of Will's favorite players.
It would make me happy, damn it.
Yep. All right, we're getting out of here. Good night and good luck. And John Elway's ACL was never in his body as a professional football player.